Hey guys, it's Sandra here, and today I thought I'd make another tutorial video on writing code C++. And today we're gonna be focusing on variables. Now, variables in C++, there's pretty much a lot of variables. And there's int, there's char, there's double, float, long double, and so on. But the one I'm gonna be focusing on today is um, the one I'm gonna be focusing on today is int, just integers. So let's get started. We go to Windows 32 console application, and I'm gonna call mine's bar int. Okay. So let me go over here. Let's click OK. Click next. Empty projects and finish. And it'll take a little while. Sometimes it does, sometimes other times it's pretty much quick and all. And pretty much, I decided this. It's an interesting topic. These tutorials on writing code and everything. But anyway, you go here. You go to add new item, and I'm gonna call mine's main. Okay. Make sure it's C++.cpp. That's the extension. Okay, add, and you have it right here. So now what you do is you write your pound sign or hashtag, or like you're writing a hashtag, and you write, and I call it pound sign, and that's what I'm gonna refer to unless I'm going to Twitter or something like that. But you write pound and include um, IO stream. Okay, and then using namespace std. Oh, okay, and then int main. I'll get to explaining what this whole int main thing later on and everything. Okay, so there's no attributes here, and curly braces, and make sure you give it sufficient space. I know there's quite a few of you, if you're familiar with this, that like the first curly brace up here, but it's personal preference. Okay, so this is optional, of course, but I recommend it it allows you to diagnose your code, pretty much go over your code and everything. You write system, parentheses, then semicolon, and then quotation marks, and you write pause. Okay, now, and then of course, you write your return 0 and colon, and you're pretty much done. Okay, so what we're going to be covering is int variables. Int, I'm going to call mine int A, int B, okay, and semicolon, semicolon, and okay. Right now these don't have any value whatsoever, but now if you were to assign them value, of course, let's say for example int A equals 1, int B equals 2, and let's say you put another int which is C, and you don't assign any given value. Um, so basically, you have this. Okay, so you go to cout A, then your next variable, which is b, then c, then end and semicolon, and there. So you what you do is go ahead, build it, and you wait for your result right here. Build, start project, variant, configuring, debug Win32. Build started down here. Okay, so you wait for it. Like it's a little slow since I have other stuff running in the background and everything. Um, so let's wait a little while, but for this to pretty much load up and everything. It usually doesn't take that long or anything to sort or anything. So let's see here. Okay, so we have main cpp, which is the file we created. Then your file info. Um, this is a little warning here since it's unutilized now. And okay, apparently it doesn't let you, and this version doesn't let you do anything. So I'm gonna give it the value of 3, and I'm gonna rebuild it. Well, main.cpp. Okay, and there, it gives you file info and one succeeds, zero fail, and all the rest. Okay, so now what you do is run it and wait for the command prompt screen. Once it starts running, this bottom bar will turn orange. Okay, build success, and now we just wait for the command prompt to. Okay, and there we go. There's the command prompt, and as you can see here, it says 1, 2, 3, which is variable A, variable B, and variable C. Variable A, which is this one, which is 1. Variable B, which is this 2, and variable C. Okay, and press any key to continue, so push enter, and there the program closes, it ends. Okay, so now let me erase this, and I'm gonna also um, show you a little something else. And what these are operators. Operators are certain functions like that allow you to do certain things with certain given variables. And what I'm gonna be covering is arithmetic operators. So you have your basic positive, your negative, um, and your multiplication. Now, multiplication is an X. It's not X. Multiplication, when it comes to computers, is an asterisk, and your division is pretty much a forward slash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. So pretty much C is. Oh, and forgot something else. Equals also an operator, um, and later I'm gonna cover modulus. Okay, but I'm gonna go more in depth on arithmetic operators on the next tutorial now. But okay, So I put in C equals A plus B, and you ended there. And you just inserted let's insert an operation here. C equals A plus B. Now, if you notice here, previously I took off the value and it was giving me an error. This time, as you see here, it built successfully and everything. And the reason why is because I used the variable int C, int A, and int B. Now let's see what the result is. Well, once it gives once it starts running and everything. As you can see here, even though I took off 3, it still gives me A, which is 1, B, which is 2, and C, which is A plus B. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Um, let's change it a little. Like, let's pick any random number. For example, um, 11 plus 23. Okay, and let's rebuild it. Okay, main.cpp. Okay, so now let's run this. And if you can see here, um, 11, 23, and 11 plus 23 is 34. Okay, the reason it's giving me like this and a series orders because I haven't put anything down here to give it spaces or anything. Now, if I were to now let me close this. Now, if I were to, of course, include spaces, then all I have to do is put quotation marks. Okay, and there. Um, quotation marks, quotation marks, and and. Okay, so I go now, rebuild it. Okay, and there. So now I run the program again, and you can see that um, it's in a different order. It's in a different order. When you put things in a parentheses, it writes out things just like what I did with the previous Hello World um, program that I wrote on the previous tutorial. So what I did is put this slash, and what it does, it jumps to the next line. You could also put and L. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is that this jump line, this next line, and in comparison to end line, there's essentially no difference in the functionality. But what changes here is the fact of how much data you're using, in contrast to using the next line to end line. Now, and small programs like these, it may not matter anything because it's a small program. But when you're dealing with like much more larger, complicated programs, then it does it really does matter because mainly what you want to and this is the main issue when developing software. You always want to try to reduce maintain your same functionality, but at the same time reduce the amount of space it takes up. Just look at Windows. Windows used to be small when it first began, but the thing is that as they added more functionality to it, it has been growing and everything. I think it used to. I think the original DOS ran on DOS or the first Windows. They had it stored on a floppy disk, but as it went on to a CD-ROM. Then I think they currently have it on DVD-ROMs. They might. I don't know how much space is in Blu-rays, but they might they might include include next updates on the of other softwares on like Blu-ray disc and all. I'm not really sure. I heard, of course, I heard Windows 10 will be the last update because supposed rumors that um, they'll make it more modular and stuff. They're pretty much replacing certain content, so it's just like pretty much it'll automatically update, just like Google Chrome. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is that you will always want to make your software take up as little space as possible while retaining the same functionality. So, so yeah. But anyway, if you can see here, 11, 23, 34. So there. So this is one thing. Now this is adding. Now subtracting. Um, Subtracting is a different deal. Okay. Okay. Subtracting is let's put 4 and 2. Okay. And rebuild it. And now let's run this. As you can see here, 4 minus 2 equals 2. Press any key to continue, and so on, and there. Okay, now let's see multiplication. Um, Multiply, and there. Rebuild it. Okay. And there. So now you run it. And you see here is 4 times 2 equals 8. Now, what about division? Okay, you want division. I'm gonna change it to 8. Um, you change this to like forward slash. Okay, so let's rebuild it again. And there. Okay, so now you run it. As you can see here, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Continue. Now, I was going to do this in the other tutorial, but I might as well show you what modulus does and other stuff as well. Okay, so modulus, you know how you divide and you have remainders and everything. If you do this here with an even number, then pretty much you're gonna end up with 0. And let me show you what I mean. And there, okay. And you see here, 8 modulus 2 is 0. Okay, so it's basically getting the remainder of the number you're dividing by. Since it's an even number, there's no modulus. It's modulus 0. Now this changes if you, of course, um, you change this, for example, to 9. Okay, you rebuild it. Okay, and there. Now you run it again, and you'll see what I mean. And as you can see here is 9 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 is you divide it, you can get a total of 2 4 times and 8. So 2 times 8 2 times 4 is 8. So pretty much to get 9 you'll be left with remainder 1. So pretty much you divide 9 by 2, um, you'll get you pretty much get 4 remainder 1. Okay, now getting back to the point of integers and all, this is what let me show you what I meant by you can only use integers when you're using the invariable. Let's say for instance that I want to use all ints and everything. um, what I do here is 9 divided by 2. I leave it the same like it was and everything. Okay, so I rebuild it. Okay, and now I run the software again, and as you can see here, let me show you. As you can see here, you have 9 divided by 2 is we all know is 4.5, but instead you only get 4, so you only get the integer portion. It completely ignores the 0.5 that's supposed to go with it. You want and let me show you something else also. Now, one thing you gotta keep in mind is um, functions on the when you write functions on C++, they go in a descending order. So whatever you put first happens first, and whatever you put afterwards will happen after the previous function. So a modulus b. Okay, so you build it now. And there you go. So now you run it. And there. Okay. So what happened here is that you okay, so sorry you guys had to leave for a little while and everything to go take care of some other stuff I had to do now. It didn't take that long and everything. But previously, I left off um, running this program. Okay, and if we run it, you'll see that it it runs not if you just give it a sec to for it to just settle down everything. But okay, there. So if you see 9, 2, so 9 divided by 2 is supposed to give us 4.5. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, it only gives us the integer portion, which is the 4. But we don't even see that here. Instead, we see the 1 from the modulus. Now, the question is, why does that happen? And remember when I said earlier that it does things in a descending order? What it did is it gave a value for this variable. Okay, c equals a divided by b. It did it. But then we use the same variable to run another function, and the answer of this function replaced the previous answer. And the thing is that you don't want something like that. You want um, your answer to be either 4.5 or 4 remainder 1. Okay, so what do you do? So what you do here is that you don't want to use the same variable. You want to use an alternate variable. We'll call this variable integer d. And so what we do is here is we put in d. Okay, we put in d, and let's move it along here. Um, minus n. Okay, and there we rebuild this. Okay, rebuild it. Just wait for a while before it can rebuild. Okay, so there is it's going, and there we succeeded. So now we run the program. Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that explains it. Okay, Yeah, I got a little carried away. So I forgot to put the D variable. So D, I put in D on here and go down and there. Okay, now I have to rebuild it again. And there. Now, and there, we finally have our expected result. Um, if you see here, let me move it in the center. If you see here, you get 9. Okay, 9 divided by 2, it'll give us 4, which is C, A divided by B, and modulus 8, which also shows D, which is A modulus B, which is 1. So 9 divided by 2 equals 4, remainder 1, and that's how you get it. I'll go a little I'll go a little bit more in depth into other stuff next tutorial. And on the next tutorial we're going to be focusing on float. Float allows you to deal with fraction numbers. We're also going to be focusing on like long double characters and other variables. But for now, this is all for the tutorial and everything, and I'll catch you guys next time.